If any of you have ever used Photoshop, you are already familiar with the blend modes that you have available to you. And when you have your layers out and you want to add some kind of cool effects with other layers on top of the layers you have, you would use this guy right here in the transparency panel to add different blend modes. The blend modes, just like in Photoshop, are broken into little groups here. We have our darken group, we have our lighten group, we have our overlay group, and we also have some other modes here, such as modes that deal with what literally they say here, such as hue, saturation, and we also have something that kind of reverses or gives you an X-ray kind of feel with difference and exclusion. So what I'm going to do is go to layers, and I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to double click and name it highlight. Now, this is a shark, and he should look like he's in water. And what I'm going to show you here is when I create a shape with a black fill, that the blend mode will help me to make this look like he's actually got some kind of glisten going on. So I'm going to just draw a very loose shape that looks like he has some kind of water or something like that on him. So I'm going to go ahead around and draw. And I have this shape here, okay? So I'm going to go to my transparency panel, and as you see here, when it's on normal mode, nothing happens to the artwork at all. But we have some other modes here, okay? If you choose darken, well, nothing's going to happen because it's already dark, it's already black. But when you choose color burn, what's going to happen is it's going to try to find some colors that it can interact with, and it's going to burn them or make them more saturated. We also have some lighten modes here. Now this one looks kind of interesting. It takes those dark pixels and it blends with the layers underneath it, and it lightens those pixels that are darker. We also have screen mode and color dodge. And color dodge, like color burn, will brighten pixels. So whenever you see dodge, you're going to lighten, and when you see burn, you're going to make darker. We also have overlay mode, and overlay seems to be pretty nice in this instance here. It's like taking a sheet of acetate and overlaying it on top of something else. So you're kind of desaturating the colors a little bit. We also have soft light and hard light. We also have difference, and difference is going to give you the opposite colors. And we have exclusion, which kind of works in the same way. We also have hue, saturation, color, and luminosity. Now, of course, these are all going to work differently based on A, what you're working with, and B, the layers underneath them. And of course, the color that you filled this in originally with. So if you colored something with a white fill, then you're going to get a different effect. So if I go ahead and change the color of this to white, and I go to screen, look what happens, nothing, because it's already white. But if I go to multiply, we get a difference here. So the multiply is going to have the different result as screen. They're exact opposites. So experiment with the different blend modes, and then find out which colors you could use and which blend modes you can use over layers to get the effects that you desire.